What is up, my fellow budget travelers? In today's video, I'm showing you everything you need to know about Bourbon Street as a tourist. As you can see, almost every other sign is a bar sign, but we're not going to all of them, just the good ones. I'll show you where to get the best drinks you haven't heard of, the best places to go dancing, where to eat, and of course, the best jazz in town. And if you stick around to the end, I'll show you where the locals go to see good jazz, as well as the best street corners to see good jazz. A legendary first stop in New Orleans that nobody talks about is Lafitte's. They have the purple drink. That's like one of their most popular things. It's a frozen drink, and this thing is lethal. It'll put you in the best mood ever. And feel free to take your time with this one because remember, in New Orleans, you can walk on the street with your drink. Another lethal drink is the hand grenade at Tropical Isle. There's a number of these bars throughout Bourbon Street, but this is where you're gonna find the best beads. Their drinks look like this. And the idea is once the grenade gets to the bottom of the glass, you're going to be bombed. You're gonna see these grenades all over Bourbon Street. That was one of our favorite games to play, was like spot the grenade. We would just yell grenade. And after you finish the drink, you throw it into the ceiling. Yes, that is correct. You throw it into the ceiling. So there might be flying grenades while you're in here. Just watch your head. Next up, we've got Willie's, and we're just doing it for the glass, guys. Look at these glasses. They are hilarious. They're the best cocktail in town. While you're in New Orleans, you have to experience absinthe. You guys can all just like split one. I don't suggest getting more than one between each other, like split one first. But just the presentation alone really gives you that New Orleans experience. So you got to come here and check it out, even though it's pretty funny because they have a bunch of helmets like hanging from the ceiling. Oh, how times have changed. Now let's move on to where to dance on Bourbon Street. There's a few bars that are like this where they have either a live band or somebody singing that are scattered across Bourbon Street. My personal favorite was Razoo, but here's a list of a bunch of them so you can kind of jump in and out. But some of them do charge cover, so just be wary of that. But Razoo didn't charge cover the whole time we were there.
You just started it off, DJ. You just started it off. Whoa. Yo, lady, give it.
And the cool thing about Bourbon Street is you're gonna find music from all over the place. There was rap, there was rock, there was all kinds of stuff, even country music. This place was crazy. It was like 3 stories tall, but it was always packed, so we didn't go in there that much. But they do have a mechanical bull in there, so it's totally worth checking out. And most of the bars do have a balcony, so you can check out all the action on Bourbon Street. And honestly, most of the action was always happening at the Swamp. We found ourselves there every night. This place was crazy, and they always had really good music. If you're looking for just a classy cocktail, this place is really nice, the Carousel. It's an actual bar that moves around like a carousel, so that's pretty cool, even if you just go in and check it out. And most of the places, honestly, on Bourbon Street, they do have a balcony, so you could just have a cocktail and watch the action, even if you don't want to dance. But I was there to dance, so let's get back to the dancing, like Tropical Isle's Bayou Club. And if you're a girl and you're tired of the guys hitting on you, head over to Oz, New Orleans, watch a drag show, get on the dance floor, have some fun. And now that you've worked up an appetite, this is the best late night pizza spot on Bourbon Street. And it's only $5. And since Bourbon Street is a tourist trap, a lot of the pizza you're gonna find is gonna be like $10 a slice, so this $5 slice is quite the deal. But I know you're in New Orleans to not just eat pizza, so let's head over to the Lighthouse because they have mini mufflettas. If you've seen the regular ones, they're really big. They're enormous, honestly. So it was really cool to get to try a mini one, which tastes just as yummy as the big ones. They're like ham and cheese with an olive salad. It's really yummy flavors together. And while you're in New Orleans, make sure you try an Abita. That's their local brewery. I really like the amber ale, but this strawberry one was really good too. Next up was Oceana. They had these really cool king cake baby like drink holders that were really neat. And then of course their Bloody Mary was loaded. Check this out. How crazy is that? Yes, that's a whole crab in there. We stopped in there for brunch and this menu was loaded. So I definitely recommend hitting this one. And they have really fun decorations in the back as well. Next up, we've got Acme Oyster House. We had the whole works here. We even had a oyster shooter. So if you don't know what that is, there's an actual oyster in it. I don't know. It's like hot sauce. You got to try it. It's one of those experiences you got to have while you're in New Orleans. But I got the fried crawfish. They were so good. So definitely stop here for the crawfish. We stumbled across this amazing coffee house while we were there. I saw a sign that said Pirate King and I couldn't resist trying a pirate's coffee. But this place was so cool. They even had like a pirate quarters in the back and they put a little heart on your coffee for you. Next up, we've got Royal House Oyster Bar. This place was really cool. It had that really classy French style inside. Like they had this huge mirror on the wall that was kind of tilted down. They had marble countertops. And it was really nice because there was a jazz band playing outside. So it really added to the ambiance of this place. And this chandelier, all the things. And then we have Mambo's. They usually have live bands, but it's fun to like sit at the bar, listen to the band, and have a great meal. And now that you know where to eat, let's talk about where to see some of the best jazz on Bourbon Street.
Oh, sweet, fine, sexy, let me good. Oh, let me good.
It was definitely a tie with Fritzl's because they had some amazing talent here as well. There's also a speakeasy in Fritzl's. See if you can find it. And now it's time for the bonus tip. All the locals go to Bambula's over on Frenchman Street. Now this is Locals Central though, guys. This is not Bourbon Street, so make sure you behave. And now I'll tell you some of the street corners you'll find some performing artists at. If you want to check out where I stayed when I was in New Orleans, it was at the St. Pierre Hotel. We had 2 separate rooms, so make sure you check that out. Otherwise, this is the next video that YouTube thinks you're going to like the most, so I'll see you there.